When we first got together as a class and started discussing where we were going to go for this year's senior class mission trip, we had many options and many variables to consider. We started asking ourselves questions like, where can we go where we can do the most good? Or what option offers the biggest opportunity for us to grow spiritually or grow more together as a class? We called up our contact in Ghana, Africa, and we told him that we were a small group from Oklahoma, the senior class of Oklahoma Academy, and this year for our senior class mission trip, we would like to bring a full-scale model of the Mosaic Sanctuary to his area. And we told him that we would be giving free tours to the community and sharing the gospel and symbols and the plan of salvation to the people there, sharing with them the end-time message of the sanctuary. And as we told him these things, the man was speechless. And he told us that for the past few weeks, he had been wrestling with God, and God had been impressing upon his heart that he needed to start spreading the gospel to his community because the end was near, because Jesus was coming soon, and there were still many people out there in his community that didn't know anything about a Savior and this plan of salvation. And as he was struggling with these things, he went to bed on a particular evening, and that night he had a dream. And in his dream, he saw the sanctuary. He saw the sanctuary, and it was explained to him and shown to him that the sanctuary was present truth. And he understood that the message that he needed to be sharing to his community was the present truth of the sanctuary. The next day, he received a phone call from a small group in Oklahoma, our senior class, telling him that we would like to bring a full-scale model of the Mosaic Sanctuary to his area. You can only imagine the excitement that he had. He told us he would like us to come. And so we decided at that point forward that God had chosen for us to go to Ghana, Africa. In Ghana, Africa, we will be giving free tours through a life-size model of the Mosaic Sanctuary. This Mosaic Sanctuary is part of a ministry called Messiah's Mansion. But what exactly is Messiah's Mansion?
Messiah's Mansion is a full-scale model of the Tabernacle from Exodus that was built by the Hebrew people and overseen by Moses. And our model of it is an effort to not only bring to life and give people in the 21st century an opportunity to visualize what it was that they built, a portable dwelling place for God, but also the purpose of Messiah's Mansion is to help people today to see what God intended for the Israelites to learn from that whole experience of having God dwell with them.
So there's 5 stations in this tour. The first station is the overview tent. It's separate from the actual structure, and they just kind of lay a foundation through the sanctuaries in the Bible and through history, and just lay ground for what the rest of the tour is. Then the second station is in the structure, the courtyard area. The third station is the first compartment in the actual temple, the holy place. Then they go to the most holy place, and they end the tour outside the structure, talking about the high priest and just wrapping the tour up.
I believe that God has given us, each and every one of us, a talent, and some of us may even receive the same talents. It's up to us to, improve them. I believe He's given that to me, and I didn't notice that until I actually had to start giving to it for Messiah's Mansion, so thankful a lot for that.
What it all boils down to is this: if God has called you, He hasn't called you to failure, but He's called you to success. We know that He is the King of the entire universe, and He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. We're not afraid of where God has called us to go, and we're not worried about how God is going to get us there. My brothers and sisters, when we return from the city of Accra in Ghana, Africa, and we share with you the stories of the marvelous things that God has done for us, how would you like to say that you are one of the avenues by which God used to spread the gospel to the country of Ghana? The choice is yours.